Hi y'all, I'm TJ Oler.
And I'm Ellie Patton.
And we wrote the screenplay for Stay with the help of our lyricist, Nick Frenay.
And our composer, Ryan Greenfield.
Stay follows the story of Alex, whose twin sister was kidnapped on their 5th birthday by Lana, who spent the last century kidnapping siblings.
Lana tried to kidnap Alex and Haley together, but her disfigured minion, Reg, jumped in to save Alex at the last minute.
16 years later, Lana has captured Reg and taken away his voice, torturing him to convince him to catch Alex.
And bring it back to her. Reg finds Alex on her 21st birthday. She's an artist living with her boyfriend Ethan and struggling to move on from her past.
So he lures Alex back to the In-Between nightclub where Lana rules an underground bar filled with creatures and captured humans.
Directed by Stephanie Robinson.
With music piano accompaniment by John Finnery.
We give you Stay.
Stay by screenwriters Melanie McFadden and TJ Oler, lyricist by Nick Frenay, composer Brian Greenfield. Exterior, In-Between nightclub. The flickering sign of the nightclub looms over Alex, 21, and the soft boom boom of music beckons her. A brawny guard stands at the entrance. He looks her up and down.
Did a guy just come through here?
I didn't see anyone, just you.
His face is disfigured, he's kind of hard to miss.
Lady, I don't know what you've been drinking, but I didn't see no guy.
The door seems to open on its own.
Hurry up, you'll miss the show.
Alex walks forward. She doesn't notice the guard's tail close the door behind her. Interior, In-Between nightclub. Alex pushes aside a curtain and enters. Around her, people sway back and forth to soft, bluesy music. At the bar, a droopy barwoman, 40s, serves a drink to Katie, 21, a patron with harsh but beautiful features staring at the full drink. Nearby, 2 men with mops clean up a large green puddle. Alex steps over it as she heads to the bar. The barwoman, who wears a belt with vials of liquid, hands her a drink.
Try this, it's my best stuff.
What is it?
Try it.
Alex hesitates, but takes a sip and looks around. She sees the mop men, and what originally looked like mop strands move on their own.
What you doing here anyway, dear? Bad boyfriend? Did you run away from home?
I'm looking for someone.
Well, love, you're in the right place. 1 drink's all you'll need.
She takes another sip. The men with mops turn around. Open dress shirts reveal that the mop strands are connected to their stomachs. Alex spills her drink onto her lap in surprise.
Oh, not to worry, we all spill a little sometimes. She'll show you where to change.
The barwoman cocks her head towards Katie.
I'm busy.
My drinks are meant to be drunk, not stared at. Go on, she's new.
New girl, huh? Fresh from the outside? My name's Katie. Yours?
Alex, what is this place?
Just your average nightclub with a slightly non-average clientele.
As the 2 girls walk through the patrons, Alex continues to drink. With every sip, she sees something strange. Wings, fangs, feather tails. One man releases flies from his mouth. The flies swarm Alex's face. She swats them away.
So, where are you from?
The city.
Lucky. I've never seen a city.
They duck behind the stage curtain. Interior, backstage, continuous. Alex and Katie step up to rows of costumes and props. Katie walks with purpose to one rack and finds a shimmering dress.
Try this. She'll like it.
Who?
You'll see. Come on.
Katie takes her hand, and they run out of the room. Reg and Lana watch them from behind a rack of clothing.
Sweet, aren't they? It's time I gave you back your voice, love.
Lana places her fingertips on both sides of his throat. A golden orb pops out of his mouth onto the floor.
Thank you. No need. Thank me when I'm done.
She caresses his disfigured face. Her touch shrinks his nose and straightens his mouth, taking years off his looks. The butterfly in Lana's ring flutters less frantically.
You have your voice back, and now you can forget all of that pain.
Where am I?
A distraction, darling. You're going to keep someone here for me.
Interior, in between nightclub, later. Alex, in new clothes, chats with Katie. Alex holds a near empty glass, while Katie's drink remains untouched.
When you said you were looking for someone,
Right! I was looking for this guy. His face is really funny, like
Alex contorts her face in an attempt to demonstrate.
that. All messed up. Gross. How about another round?
don't overdo it.
The clubbers grow quiet. Alex stares over at the staircase landing where Lana stands wearing a raven mask. Alex looks to Katie, but she's gone. Alex follows the crowd to Lana.
Let us raise a glass to those who hurry past and never take a glance at what's below. Ignorant and small, they think they have it all, but there's one thing that they will never know.
Lana descends the staircase and walks past the men with mops. She pets the strands. Their mouths nip at her fingers with sharp little teeth.
Our world will take you out of time, invite you to recline and sip my golden wine. Our world, whose making is my own. You'll come to call it home and never ever roam.
Lana walks onto the stage and the clubbers follow her. The crowd jostles Alex, who bumps into Reg, looking dapper in a 50s style outfit.
Hey, what's your name?
Alex, yours?
I'm just a guy.
Guy. That's a cool name.
Several angel women fly over Alex onto the stage. When Lana smiles at them, their wings beat in the air like drums.
Let me take you in. I'll be your king and kin. And I alone can keep you safe from harm. Once you come inside, the life that I provide will so enchant you with its endless charm. Our world is all you've ever needed. You come here and indeed find out that you've been free. Our world is one big family. They'll keep you company and answer just to me.
Lana struts along, motioning for the angel women to move off stage. She blinks as she notices one of the stone statue girls twist her neck to look at her. Golden tears leak from the statue's eyes.
And when they do, my search will be complete. Not just one, but two. Two sisters, oh so sweet, and so much like my own, raft from me so fleetingly, and it defeated me. But nonetheless, I know this much is true. You cannot use your you.
Lana forces her gaze away from the statues, back to Alex.
I want to take you out of time, invite you to recline and sip my golden wine. I want who's making me my own. You'll come to call it home and never, never
Lana removes her mask. Alex, shocked, blinks, and Lana is gone. Alex searches for her but loses herself in the crowd. Interior backstage continuous. Katie shoves aside a rack of clothes to reveal a hidden door. She grabs an umbrella and to hammer at its chain.
Fuck, come on!
Lana appears beside her.
You missed my show.
I've heard that song before. I'm sick of it.
Not with drinks, I got her.
You can't force me to drink.
Oh, I can. This is my world after all.
We are not your children. Haven't I shown you that already?
Katie flinches as Lana caresses her cheek. Lana waves her hand, and the door turns into chains that cling to the ground.
Our children go through a rebellious phase.
Lana leaves as Katie collapses to her knees and pulls the chains to her chest. Interior, Alex and Ethan's kitchen. Ethan enters the kitchen and picks up a piece of paper next to an unopened birthday card from Alex's mother.
Ethan, you were right. I need to talk to my parents and my sister and figure things out. I'll be gone a week or so. I'm not running away from you. I promise. See you soon. Love, Alex.
Ethan stares at the letter and smiles. Interior, in between nightclub day. Katie watches Alex from the rafters in the ceiling. The barwoman, with crooked, broken wings, flies up to Katie.
What in the Bloody Mary are you doing up here? You should be drinking, not sulking!
Alice is changing things, you know.
Yeah, I wish she'd fix these droopy wings.
Lana could if she wasn't obsessing over finding some lost girl.
Yeah.
Well, this is all I've ever known.
Take a drink, love. You'll forget the pain.
I've forgotten enough already.
Katie swings down the ropes off the rafter onto the dance floor. Alex and Guy whoop with laughter. Interior, in between nightclub night. Alex shows Katie and Guy a sketch of Haley. It's just a bunch of scribbles.
I think this is what she'd look like now. We were twins.
She drew that dancing.
I can tell.
Alex goes into the booth and rests her head on Katie's lap. Guy walks off to the dance floor.
You have to be my ticket out of here. I just know it.
Katie brushes hair out of Alex's sleeping face. Interior, Lana's compound. Dream room. Dream. Haley, 21, is strapped in a machine with tubes of gold liquid flowing from her body to a main pipe.
Alex!
She opens her eyes. Interior, in between nightclub, continuous. Alex opens her eyes and pulls a wet cloth off of her forehead. Katie looks back at the barwoman, who notices Alex awake.
Lana's hurting her. If we get out of here, we can find her.
Guy swings on ropes attached to the ceiling. Monkey-like men, including the brawny guard, swing with their tails. The barwoman goes to Alex. Katie tries to brush her off.
Here, lovelies! You don't need those silly nightmares!
On your drinks somewhere else.
Before Katie can stop her, Alex takes a drink. She glances up at the ropes and smiles. Katie sighs. Exterior, Alex's parents' house, day. Ethan stands outside as it rains, holding the birthday card. Alex's mother opens the door, holds a magazine, and smokes.
Hi, is Alex here?
Is this some sort of joke?
No, ma'am. She said she was going to visit you a few weeks ago.
She ran off 4 years ago.
Man, she has to be here.
She stares, silent, then slams the door in his face. Interior, Alex's parents' house. Alex's mom walks to the couch, where she glues images of Alex and Haley as children onto adult bodies. Interior, Ethan's car, day. Ethan slaps his hand against the steering wheel. A kind old woman knocks on his window. He rolls it down. But it's Lana.
Need something, dear. Don't mind her. She's been a bit lost since her family all left her.
Do you know Alex?
Interior, in between nightclub, backstage. Katie looks at all the props Alex has thrown onto the ground as Alex tries on high heels to go with her fox hat.
Alex, we need to get out of here.
Would you stop saying that? No, you have been here for weeks. It's all wrong here, can't you see? All I see is you being dumb.
Alex forces the hat onto Katie's head and walks away. Katie takes off the fox hat and throws it at Alex's back.
Rude.
This has to stop.
Katie picks up a rope prop. Exterior, backstage, later. Alex struggles against the rope that holds her in a chair. Katie kneels in front of her.
Tell me you haven't been thinking about your sister.
I haven't been thinking about her.
Don't believe you.
Stop, please. I don't want to talk about this.
The chair nearly tips over, but Katie grabs it.
What about Ethan? It's been weeks.
Weeks? He must be so worried.
Exterior, in between nightclub, night. Ethan follows Lana to the unguarded entrance.
Maybe she's afraid of commitment.
You're sure she's here?
Oh, I'm sure.
Interior, in between nightclub, backstage. Katie begins untying Alex.
I think that you can get us out of here. There's a door back here. It's blocked by magic.
The angel light women enter.
She took Ella.
She's trying to stop the dancing.
Back off.
Katie moves in front of Alex to protect her. Interior, in between nightclub, dance floor. Ethan moves Lana up a mental staircase. He looks over the club, but does not see anything magical. Interior, backstage, continuous. Alex watches as one angel woman unties her and the other two carry Katie away.
Now you can dance with us.
Let me down, you feathery bitch!
Katie yanks a feather out of the woman.
We just want you to dance!
Alex remains silent until an angel woman unties her. Then she shoves the woman aside and chases after Katie. The crowd cheers as the angel women drop Katie into the fountain. Alex arrives. Katie pops out of the molten liquid and gasps for air.
Did you really think that was gonna work? I held my breath.
Alex helps Katie out of the fountain as clubbers swarm in. Interior, Lana's office, night. Lana sits behind her desk. The bar woman hands Ethan a drink.
What a sad story, love.
I just want to make sure she's okay.
If she's here, she's fine.
Well, is she here?
They hear the cheers of the clubbers downstairs.
You'll see her soon enough.
The liquid from the glass flies up and surrounds Ethan's face. He gasps for air and begins to swallow. Interior dance floor, night. The angel women surround Alex.
Come dance with us.
Guy swings down from the ceiling using the ropes and grabs Alex. Katie watches them.
Too much work.
Guy and Alex end up on the rafters.
She's gonna be so mad. What am I doing?
We're getting out of here, that's what we're doing.
Alex doesn't notice Lana and Ethan come out, hand in hand. When Ethan looks at Lana, he thinks he sees Alex.
Alex, why'd you leave?
You found me, that's what matters.
Lana runs her hand along his back and kisses him. Katie watches from below. Alex and Reg see them from the rafters.
Alex, my child, it's time for you to choose your sister or your lover. It's one or the other. Who are you prepared to lose? I know this must sound cruel, but it's all for your own good. My dear, you must believe me. You don't want to leave him. I'm barely doing what who I know we've got to stars. I know this mustn't cry, so stop crying, baby. I'm really doing how inside us.
I'm so sick of all the lies and the drinks and the promises you make and the cryptic little secrets and the chores. Listen, Lana, you're insane if you think that Alex staying here is for her own good, because we both know it's for yours. Listen, Lana, you're insane if you think that Alex staying here is for her own good, because we both know it's for yours. I'm so sick of all the lies and the drinks and the promises you make and the cryptic little secrets and the chores.
Lana grabs Ethan and forces him against the railing. Shadows around her hand form a knife. Alex watches in shock. Reg tries to find a rope to swing down, and Katie fights off patrons down below.
I'm so sick of all the lies and the drinks and the promises you make and the cryptic little secrets and the chores. Listen, Lana, you're insane if you think that Alex staying here is for her own good, because we both know it's for yours. I'm so sick of all the lies and the drinks and the promises you make and the cryptic little secrets and the chores. Listen, Lana, you're insane if you think that Alex.
Lana shoves the knife into Ethan, keeping her eyes on Alex as she pushes him off the banister. Alex reaches forward and slips off the rafter as well. They both fall. Before he lands, Ethan disappears into shadow. Alex lands on a bull patron, grabbing at his horns. He bucks backwards and hits Alex's head with his own. As she blacks out, she falls to the ground, and Katie runs for her. Guy joins Katie, and together, they drag Alex backstage. Exterior, lake, dream. 21-year-old Alex and Haley hum, clapping their hands together. Haley wears Lana's raven mask.
Where are you, Haley? It's up to you to find me. You have to choose where to go from here.
I decide what happens from here on out. I will make a choice. I decide who's staying and who will go. You will hear my voice. I can change the future. The power's mine alone. Too long the past has plagued me. I'm ready to atone. I decide what happens, and I'll let you know.
Time to face the music.
Time to seize the day.
No more drowning sorrows.
And no running away.
For 16 years I've waited, thinking you were gone. Let's say goodbye to darkness and hello to the dawn.
Haley touches Alex's cheek and begins removing the mask. Interior, in between nightclub backstage, night. Alex wakes up, propped up against a pile of costumes. Katie wipes away Alex's tears. Guy paces in the corner.
I am so sorry, Alex. She took Ethan. If we want a chance of saving him, we have to leave now.
Where?
He's dead. She turned him into shadow. That typically means the compound.
Compound?
I'll explain later. We have to go. Focus on a door.
No.
Alex stands and looks at the chains on the ground.
Think of a door, like you're drawing it. Imagine the chains are linking together. Shut it, mama's boy.
I don't know magic. I'm not Lana.
Just do it. Just try.
Alex stares at the chains, yet nothing happens.
She's coming. You can do this.
Katie grabs Alex's hand. Now the chains lift into the air to form a door.
I did it.
This is a bad idea.
Katie lets go of Alex and runs forward, clawing at the door. And so, it opens.
Let's get out of this hellhole.
Alex and Guy follow Katie into the darkness as Lana watches them from above.
Together again.